We've been able to confirm that those 3 Afghani soldiers who were part of a military training operation in Massachusetts and who went AWOL over the weekend were stopped and detained on the Canadian side of the Rainbow Bridge behind us here. That happened earlier today. We've also been able to confirm that while in Canadian custody, U.S. officials were able to interview those 3 men, but we don't have any details or specifics beyond that. Now, we drove over to the Canadian side earlier today. We wanted to speak with their border officials. After initially being told that a spokesperson would come out and address our questions, we were then told moments later to leave the premises immediately, so we did so. So we got no details on any of this from the Canadian side of the border, but here's what we do know based on conversations with U.S. officials. The 3 men were part of a training program at that military base on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. They left their group sometime Saturday while they were on some personal leave time, and that's when officials say they started to head in this direction. A source confirmed to me that the U.S. is looking into reports that they were seeking asylum as they entered Canada. Now, throughout this ordeal and search, U.S. military leaders and the governor of Massachusetts all said that these men were not dangerous and didn't really pose a threat to the public. They say they were highly screened to be part of this program. But of course, it raises serious security concerns when not only did these 3 men leave the military program, but apparently they were also seeking to leave the country as they were entering Canada. Now, the military says these men had valid passports from Afghanistan and also valid U.S. visas, so it's unclear if they broke any laws. Perhaps they did not. Something we'll continue to follow there. Also, we can tell you tonight, NBC News is reporting that these men will be rejoining their team later on today.
Yeah, Michael, a very strange coincidence. This was last Thursday. We're going to take you back with everything that's happening today that you're talking about, Michael. This was last Thursday. 2 Afghani police officers who were in a training exercise, a training group in Virginia. They had gotten away and they were found in the Buffalo area. Again, that was last Thursday. Now, they have since been taken back to Afghanistan. It is completely unclear why they were here in Buffalo. It's possible they may have known people here. It's possible they liked the proximity to Canada, although their passports had been taken away from them. A spokesperson is telling us, though, that at no time were these 2 Afghani police officers last week a threat to society at all. They were not a threat. They were not a public threat because they public or background checks had been done on them before they even got here for that training exercise in Virginia.
I don't think we understand. And they got a glimpse of what was here, and for whatever reason decided that they might try to stay and not go back.
And these 2 police officers from Afghanistan, they were in that training group in Virginia, but they had taken a trip to Washington, D.C. Everybody had got on a boat. The whole group got on a boat, and then, as the spokesperson tells us, 10 minutes later, those 2 police officers were gone. And again, were found in Buffalo.